G'day guys, Clint here for dropshipdownunder.com.au. Today I'm going to be talking about a question that I got an email about someone wanted to go to do a joint venture, or actually like a partnership with someone sort of that they met within our sort of Facebook community, our group. And you know, I don't have a problem with partnerships necessarily, or joint ventures. I think it's not a bad idea, because you can bounce ideas off each other, have a partner to sort of you know, take some of the load off. Often one partner's good at one thing, other partner's good at another. Like my Grant and I have been working together for almost over 20 years now, so we've got our own little systems in place. We hardly even need to talk or plan out anything, because we know what each other's roles are, and we just go to it, and you know, we'll meet up in the middle, and it's just how it goes. But to be fair, my old man had a really good saying about a partnership, and he said a partnership is the hardest ship to steer. And it's so true, guys. I mean, if you think about, you know, any of your relationships or anything like that, it's not always smooth sailing, and especially with someone you hardly know. You know, especially going into business, it's just like a marriage, and just as serious, to be fair. You know, there's a lot of responsibilities. You've got your taxes, you've got your banking, you've got all your other bits and pieces that in between. You know, finances, loans, anything like that may sort of come into it. You know, the workload is always an issue. If you know, one partner feels as if they're doing more than the other, it can be a real nightmare. And then trying to break down a company and all this sort of stuff, it's a bit of a nightmare. So to be fair, guys, if I was to offer any advice, I wouldn't necessarily advise going into a partnership, especially if you didn't know the person. Again, friends, if you go into a partnership with friends, money tends to get in the way of friendship from time to time, so be very, very careful if you're going to go in with your mates. Obviously your wife or your partner is a bit different, because you know, your lifetime partners, and you know, you're trying to do this together with the exact same, well, at least in theory, the exact same end goal, right? So to answer your question, if you're watching out, I won't mention your name, but that's okay. You know, it's not my favourite thing in the world. If you can do it by yourself, do it by yourself. That way it's all on you. You own it all. There's no other issues, and there's no other, you know, auxiliary problems which tend to happen with a partnership. So that's about it, guys. If you want to find out more about dropshipping, head over to dropshipdownunder.com.au. Tons of resources over there to learn how to dropship and all the rest of it. So check that out. And until next time, keep living the dream, and we'll talk again soon.